Now I am ready. Oh, you wanted to check that one? Yeah. That's good. That's good. Let's see if someone has joined here. No. So we're going to be recording anyway, so you can watch afterwards. Come in front of your mat, like Tuli is already, and close your eyes. Close your eyes and just breathe naturally. Start noticing your feet on the mat, your hands on side of you. Your knees are soft. Your spine is straight and the crown of the head raising to the sky. Bring your pelvic floor muscles a little bit upward, activating them, and your belly a little bit inward, activating your core. Lower the chin. You can swallow, feeling how the throat closes when you swallow. Keeping this closing sensation as you're activating your throat lock. Starting with Ujjayi breathing. If that's not familiar to you, just breathe through the nose. Keep your mouth closed. Equal inhale, equal exhale. When an inhale ends, an exhale begins. When an exhale ends, an inhale begins. Keep this breathing throughout the practice. Open your eyes. Let's go with 3 sun salutations A and 3 B's. Inhale, hands move up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, straighten your spine, look front. Exhale, step back, elbows bend back. Inhale, open your heart, look up. And exhale, hips up and back. Good job. Keep breathing. So you can always bend the knees a little bit, keeping your feet hips distance and hands are shoulder distance. Belly drawn in. So the hands are supporting your shoulders and your feet are supporting your hips. With the next exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands and inhale, walk between the hands, straighten the spine, look front. Exhale, forward fold and inhale, come all the way up. Raising the hands from the side or from the front. And exhale, Samastiti, equal standing. 2 more rounds. Inhale, hands up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, keep your belly in. Inhale, straighten the spine, look front. Exhale, step back to Chaturanga Dandasana, push down. You can place the knees on the mat. Inhale, open your heart, look up. And exhale, hips up and back. Now, anytime you feel invited to bring the knees on the mat, coming to a tabletop, you can do so. And then moving the spine up and down with each exhale, curving the back, and inhale, curving. Yeah, this one. So exhale, it's rounding, and inhale, it's curving. However many rounds you want to do, we're going to do 3 here, and then coming back to downward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, and inhale, step or jump between the hands, straighten the spine. Exhale, forward fold, and inhale all the way up to the sky. And exhale, Samastiti, equal standing. 1 more round. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, open the chest. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, hips up. There's always a child's pose that you can take throughout the practice, bringing your hips on your heels, your forehead to the ground, hands either on your side or in front of you. And just rest. Keep breathing your natural breathing, or Ujjayi if you're practicing that, an audible breathing, because it is a breathing, moving meditation. And you can stay in the child's pose as long as you want to or need to. And when you're ready, coming back to downward facing dog to continue. Inhale, find your way back in front of the mat. Straighten the spine. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, all the way up, hands to the sky. And exhale to your side. Surya Namaskara B. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands move up. Look up. Exhale, forward fold. Knees go straight. Inhale, straighten the spine. Look front. And exhale, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open your heart, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now comes the warriors. Inhale, right leg comes in front, hands up, look up. Exhale, go back to Chaturanga, hands down, push down. Inhale, open your heart, look up, and exhale, hips up and back. Inhale, left leg to the front, hands up, look up. And exhale, go back to Chaturanga, push down. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, hips up and back. And now you already know there are three options. You can stay either here and downward facing dog, coming to all fours like a tabletop, or a child's pose. Tuli showing a beautiful walking the dog, so-called. So just bending your knees one by one may feel super good. So try it out, play around with it. Your fingers are spread wide, feeling the lengthening between the fingers as well. After the fifth exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, and inhale. Come in front, straighten the spine, look front. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees again and inhale. Only hands move up. Exhale, come all the way up. And we go again. Inhale, bend the knees, hands up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, straighten the spine, look front. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Maybe the knees come on the mat. Inhale, open your heart, look up. Exhale, hips up and back. Warriors, inhale, right leg to the hands, hips straight, hands up. Exhale, going back to Chaturanga, Dandasana, push down, elbows close to the body. Inhale, open your heart, look up. Exhale, hips up and back. Inhale, left leg to the hands, hands up, look up. Exhale, going back to Chaturanga, keep your belly in, push down. Inhale, open your heart, look up. And exhale, hips up and back. Keep breathing, staying here or a child's pose or tabletop. And keep breathing. Really enjoy your own breath. It's about the breath more than it's about the poses. Keep breathing. If you have the question, am I doing it right? Then the answer is, if you are breathing freely and easily, you are doing it right. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands. Inhale, walk back, straighten the spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, and inhale, only hands come up. Exhale, Samastiti, equal standing. One more round. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, Virabhadrasana A with the right leg. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, Virabhadrasana A with the left leg. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adha Mukha Svanasana. And maybe celebrate this final sun salutation with a child's pose, thinking that this practice is a gift for you, from you. Whatever a good gift would feel like, this is how you want to do this practice, giving a gift to yourself. And when you're ready, find your way back to a downward facing dog. We're gonna go with rocket 1 now. Inhale, find your way back in front of the mat. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, bend the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana, and you're gonna stay here. Keep breathing, belly in. Listen to the breath. Relax your shoulders. If it's comfortable, look up, maybe bringing the hands on the hips if you wish. Bakasana. Bring the hands on the mat, shoulder distance, moving the knees above your elbows. Gaze is front from the hands, looking one spot on the ground. Maybe raising one toe up, the other one. Keep breathing. With an inhale, the hips are moving up. Exhale, step or jump to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open your heart up for facing dog. Exhale, down or facing dog. Step the right leg to the hands. Bring the hands up and look up. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Bellytron in. Moving the belly towards the spine. Standing split. With an exhale, both hands come on the mat and the back leg raises up. Keep breathing. Beautiful. And then slowly we start opening the heart. So left hand moves up, keep opening your heart. You can bend the knee that you're standing on if that feels more comfortable. Exhale, switch the hands and square your hips. Ground yourself before moving to the other side. Keep breathing, beautiful Tuli. Good job, flexing the back leg, that's a good one, yes. And then one more time, standing split, push the back leg up and land on Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2. Yes, good. Keep breathing, so now the hips are open, the heart is open and looking to the front. Front middle finger. Good. Head is on top of your hips. Raising up. Bharita Trikonasana. Inhale, straighten the front knee. Bring the back leg maybe a closer. And then exhale, move the right hand to your right ankle. Left hand raises up. The middle finger pulling you towards the sky. Keep opening the heart and breathing. Belly in as we go to Bharita Trikonasana. Exhale, both hands down, step the back leg a bit closer and square the hips. And with an inhale, moving now the right hand up and keep breathing. Good. Here you can pull the belly in away from your thigh and turning the thigh muscles towards each other, like squeezing the thighs together. And then exhale, both hands down again. Step the back leg far again for Utthita Parasvakonasana. Right hand on your thigh, left hand over your head. Keep breathing. Now, if you feel that the upper shoulder is really close to your neck, bring it away. Loosen it, making a space for your neck. Looking at the palm. And from here, let's go straight to Bharita Parasvakonasana. Exhale, look down, the back knee comes on the mat. Inhale, both hands up, and exhale, twist over the right thigh. Inhale, straighten the lower back, and exhale, you are looking over the upper shoulder. Keep breathing, pulling the belly away from the thigh again, and the pelvic floor muscles moving up. Good. Beautiful. And then a vinyasa. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. A pincha or a dolphin pose. You're going to grab your elbows to measure the distance. And then either bring the hands to interlacing the fingers or like Tuli showing both hands on the mat. And then move the hips up. Now you can stay here. That's totally fine. Or if you want, then bring the gaze between your hands or towards the hands and looking between the hands. Again, you can stay here, just keep breathing. If you want, maybe bringing one leg up, taking a few breaths here, and then switching, if that feels good. And finally, landing in child's pose. All the options we're showing are equal. So any of the versions that you're gonna pick, it's the right decision. Listen to your intuition and also being kind towards the option that maybe different days you're gonna feel differently. Come back to downward facing dog with an exhale. And step the left leg to the hands with an inhale. Hands move up, warrior one. Keep breathing. Pull the belly in again. And breathe. Raising up from the spine. Growing like a tree from the root to the leaves. Standing splits. Exhale, both hands coming on the mat and the back leg raises up. Keep breathing, enjoying this first split position. And then when you're ready for the half moon, right hand starts to raise up to the sky. Again, remember, you can bend the knee that you're standing on. That's totally okay. And opening the heart. Keep breathing. Good job. And then slowly switching the hands. Ground yourself, belly in, and then switch. Flexing the back leg if you did that. Keep breathing. And then exhale, both hands down, pushing the back leg up. You may kiss your knee if you want. And then landing in warrior two. With hips open, chest open. Your hands are parallel to the mat. Your head is just on top of your hips and breathe. Clearing the air in front of you, especially in times like that. You're like, woohoo! This is my 2 meters. We're having 2 meters with Tuli. So that's a warrior two. You're living in a world of warrior twos. And open triangle. Inhale, straighten the front knee. And exhale, left hand comes to your left ankle. Breathe. Right hand up. Keep breathing. And then exhale. Switch the hands. Move the back leg a bit closer. Square your hips. Keep breathing. Throw your belly in. So now, remember always what you did on the other side. So you're gonna do the same. And the reason for that is to understand, how is my body different from the right and the left? Because usually it is. And yoga is all about getting to know your own body. So quietening the mind and activating the feeling body. Supra Parakonasana, step the back leg far away again. Left hand on the thigh and the right hand over your head. Remember to bring your shoulder away from your neck, giving there some space. And also, you are allowed to play around, especially when you're practicing online. Just have fun, try it out. Like I said, if you are breathing freely, when it's easy to breathe, you're doing it right. Just have fun. And Bharita Trikonasana, exhale, look down, bring the back knee on the mat. Inhale, both hands up. And exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, straighten the lower back, belly in. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. And keep breathing. If Ujjayi breathing isn't super familiar to you yet, that's okay. You just keep breathing your natural breath and try to make the inhale the same length as an exhale, like a rhythm. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, push down. Inhale, upper facing dog, look up. Exhale, down and facing dog. And another round for Pincha Mayurasana or dolphin. If you want to practice Pincha, you start the same way with grabbing and measuring the distance from your elbows, palms on the mat, looking between the hands. And then with an inhale, bringing the shoulders a little bit more forward from your elbows, one leg up, and with an inhale, maybe a little jump up from the mat. Or stay there, like Tuli. You can always go against the wall if you want. Or you can face plant like Tuli showing you. And then have a child's pose. Remember, we are not serious here. That's why we call it the rocket. It gets you there faster and it's a fun ride. Keep breathing. Come back to down or facing dog when you're ready and walk the hands to the feet. Grabbing the peak toes with your peace fingers, inhale, straighten the spine and exhale, forward fold. Elbows moving to the side. Your shoulder is relaxed. So you're moving your elbows away and that's gonna give you some room for the shoulders. Bakasana, inhale, straighten the spine, let go from the hands and exhale. Slide the hands under the feet. Now inhale, straighten the spine again and with an exhale, the body weight moves a little bit more to the front. Massaging the wrists with your toes. Playing around with the body weight, still feeling your heels on the mat, although you're bringing it more to the wrists. Now inhale, straighten the spine, let go with the hands. Exhale, hands to hips, chin to chest. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands over your head and look up. Come to your tippy toes, keep breathing. Now let's take a risk, look up. See what happens. And then come in front of the mat and come down. Prasarita series. Inhale, step the right leg behind you and exhale, turn yourself facing to the front. Hands on your hips. Inhale, open your heart and exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands between the legs. Inhale, straighten the back and exhale, forward fold. Moving the elbows, looking behind you. Now, if you have blocks at your home, you can always have them under the feet and under the hands to give yourself a little like room there if the hands maybe aren't touching the mat. Keep breathing, and I'm going to show you a fun trick also with the blocks if you have them. If you don't, you can use books, for example. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, hands to hips, chin to chest. Inhale, come all the way up, hands over your head. Exhale, hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open your heart, and exhale, forward fold. Keep breathing. Now the hands are falling towards the mat. If you want a little bit more support, or let's say support for opening the shoulders, you may always use like a towel or a belt between the hands, and this will give a really good sensation for the shoulders to relax them even more. Inhale, chin to chest, slowly up, and exhale, hands over your head, and come back on the mat, bringing the hands on the ground. Yeah, you're not gonna touch anything. So bring the hands on the ground, like a little bit more front from you. Now, when you're having the blocks there already, no, leave them where they are. You can bring the shoulders above the wrists and move the feet on the blocks. So you're gonna step on the blocks. Keep breathing and stay there if you want. Tuli may try a little jump up. So that's a cool trick to play around when you're practicing handstands. Yay! Yeah, she's really practicing it. And let's go to splits. So coming to a split, or if you're not practicing split, a Malasana is a beautiful modification for the split, or a frog pose if that feels more comfortable for you. And again, now that you have the blocks there already, or if you're having books there, you can use the blocks for lengthening your hands. And that's gonna give you a good opportunity for going for the split. So let's go for Hanumanasana with an inhale, turn to your one leg and keep breathing. Drawing your pelvic floor muscles up. Take a few breaths more. And now before we turn to the other side, raise the back knee up first from the mat, and then with an exhale you can turn to the other side using your hands or blocks as support. And breathe. Good. And pelvic floor muscles up again. The hips are straight here. Think about your feet looking to the same direction as the hips. So the hips and the feet, they're parallel to the mat. And then from here, inhale, come up and come to seated Dandasana. Yes, Dandasana. So we did a little switch here. Hands next to the hips, toes looking up, keep breathing. A stiff stuff pose. Stuff pose. Lower back straightening. If you need a block or a pillow under your hips, you can place them there, lengthening the lower back that way. And you can keep it there if you wish for the forward folds as well. Inhale, hands up, and exhale. Bring the belly and the chest towards the legs, grab wherever it's comfortable. Remember, we all have different bodies, we all have different stories. So you do you. Whatever makes sense to your body, this is how you do it. Keep breathing. My main mission while sharing the online classes is to empower you to really trust your own intuition as you're having those online classes. And then inhale, coming up, let go from the block. And Purvottanasana. Bring the hands behind you about 2 palm distance. You can bend the knees or leave them straight, however you feel more comfortable. And with an inhale, hips moving up, revolve tabletop position. Keep breathing. The chin can be either on the chest or behind you, looking to the back wall, if that's comfortable. Trust whatever the body is telling you. Keep breathing. Exhaling down as slow as you can. Good job. Vinyasa. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, jump to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open your heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, cross the legs and bring them in front of you, hands behind you, straighten the legs and arrive to seated position. Trianga Mukha Ikabara Paschimottanasana. Bend your right leg next to you. Now that's a pose that may give you different sensations. Any funky sensation in the knee or the ankle, please use a block under your straight hip or skip the pose altogether and just do another forward fold. Inhale, hands up, look up, and exhale, forward fold. Keep breathing. We are folding from the navel, from the middle. So navel, chest, and chin. If you have a belt, you can use it anytime for lengthening the back. Again, it's a support for you, like a little gift. If that makes you feel good, the elbows can move to the side. And then inhale, coming up. And exhale, switching. Now, if you use the block on one side, please use it on both sides. Even if you feel like, oh, I don't need it here. I only need it on one side. Still use it on both sides because we're like a good friend. We are waiting for the slower friend to arrive to us at the same time. So you can go to the pose, inhale, hands up, and exhale, forward fold. So the stronger side always waits for the gentle side, so that eventually we can go together side by side. And our 95-year-old spine will thank us for that in the future. Keep breathing. Belly in, inhale, coming up. Exhale, let go. Let's do another crow pose here. So you're gonna bring the hand shoulder distance again and moving the knees on top of your shoulders. That doesn't make any sense. Then you are just playing around and that's okay. There is no need to bring the toes up if you don't want to. Just play around with a thought about this pose. It's also teaching the body that we are trying something new. And then have a vinyasa. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga with the knees down. Open your heart. And if you wish to skip the vinyasa, you can always come straight to down or facing dog and then back to Siddhi. Janu Sirsasana. Slide the right leg to your left thigh. Siddhi tree pose. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, forward fold. Keep breathing. If your knee raises up a lot, it doesn't happen here, but if it does, use again something soft under the knee. This will help you to relax the hips. Keep breathing. And from here, we're going to go straight to Marichasana C. So inhale, the knee looks up and the right hand comes behind you. Inhale, straighten your back and exhale, twisting to your right side. Now, having a little twist here. I bet that your toes aren't looking like toolies. So toes raising up. I love how my teacher always says, the fact that you cannot see your body doesn't mean that there is no body. So remember the body that you can't see. Toes are looking up. Inhale, look in front again. Exhale, let go. And let's do a little round of abs. Tuli will show you abs. She always has some fun abs. Much more fun than my abs. Let's see. So bringing the elbows under the shoulders. And that's what we call a mermaid abs. This mermaid, oh, okay. The mermaid starts to swim now. So like a bicycle, but two legs together. Rounding the legs. The slower you do it, the challenging it may get. So play with the tempo and keep breathing Ujjayi. Even when the abs may almost invite you to breathe a bit quicker, you keep breathing this slow, amazing Ujjayi breathing, equal inhale, equal exhale as you're doing the abs. Then bringing the toes on the mat, palms together, and you're gonna push yourself up a little bit here. Think about your six-pack working here as well. So switching from the inerts, like really like popping yourself up, into pulling yourself up with your abs. And then go on one side for those, how do you say, poikkilihased, spiral muscles, straight translating from Estonian. And the other side as well. Keep breathing. You can have fun with an abs. I know some of my students, they sometimes say that I show some kind of abs and they say, I cannot do it. I feel like hurt in my tailbone or somewhere. You switch it. It's not about what abs you do. It's about the abs, because straight from the abs, we're gonna go practicing handstands. And for the handstands, we want those abs to be working. Handstand practice doesn't mean that you have to stand on your hands. It just, again, means that you think about it. Bring the hands under your shoulders, and you can stay here. Just stay here, keep breathing, looking between the hands, breathing, feeling those burning abs, or maybe bringing one leg up, still breathing, and having a little jump up with an inhale. When you're jumping up, keep the shoulders above your wrists. Refrain from swinging back and front with the shoulders, but grounding yourself exactly like you would do when you're standing. And then maybe having a little child's pose for resting. I'm enjoying looking at Tuli's practicing. Just so fun. Like I'm getting all the effects just looking at her. And come back to seated. Janusirsasana, Chanusirsasana to the other side. Sliding your left feet against the right thigh. If you use the block under your knee, use it on both sides. Inhale, straighten the back, and exhale, forward fold. Keep your belly in and breathe. Keep breathing. Switching the pulling yourself into a forward fold to coming into the forward fold with your abs, with your core muscles. So placing yourself with the core. And then Marichasana C. Inhale up, the knee looks up. And you can raise the hand if you want, and then going for the twist with an exhale. When you have arrived to the twist, use your inhale for straightening the lower back again, and the exhale for twisting. And keep breathing. Think about that your neck is also part of your spine. So wherever you are looking, the spine follows. And then inhale, look in front, exhale, let go, vinyasa. Vinyasa into seated Parakonasana. Bring the soles of the feet together and slide the hips closer to your heels. You can sit on a block if that feels comfortable for you. Grabbing your toes or a belt around your toes and breathe. The belt has a function to support you. So it supports you in a ways, let's say, straightening the spine or relaxing the shoulders. Now, if you're not sitting on a block, go for a forward fold. If you're sitting on a block, either take the block away or stay where you are. And when the forward fold, first maybe holding the spine straight, take a few breaths, and then you can curve the back and just melting into Bakasana C. Mixing the yin and the yang practice. Sometimes allowing yourself staying longer in a pose, and sometimes maybe having more heat and raising the heat up. And then from here, inhale up, exhale, help yourself lying on your back. Keeping the legs as they are for Supra Parakonasana. Think about the exhales giving the permission for your hips to relax. So each exhale is like a therapist saying to you, you can relax. Each exhale saying to your body, you are safe. You are safe in your body. It is safe to relax. And then from here, manually with your hands, help your knees together and bring the knees to your chest. And grab your toes or the feet from outside. If this doesn't make any sense, you can just keep grabbing your thighs, or if you have a belt, you can grab the belt for a happy baby. We are switching the form into function. So the function of a happy baby is a hip opener. Think about opening the hips and let go of how this pose looks like, or how am I supposed to do that. Just keep breathing, maybe sliding a little bit right and left, relaxing the spine. And then from here, land the feet again on the mat for bridges. Now, if you want to see the bridge, you want to see what tool is doing, please look before you do it. And only then you do it. So I ask you to keep your gaze up when you are practicing the bridge yourself. Modified bridge. Hands next to your hips, keep looking up. With an inhale, move the hips up, keep breathing. Maybe staying here. Or you can move the shoulders under your back, moving them closer to each other if it's comfortable, interlacing the fingers, or bringing the hands under the lower back, whatever you are practicing. Keep breathing. You can activate your thigh muscles, see if you can relax the butt muscles at the same time, but activating the pelvic floor muscles again. So play around there with those muscles, see how it feels, what's happening there. And when you're coming down, first take the hands away and then exhale, come down. Let's do 2 more rounds. Modified bridge again. You can try coming up with an exhale. See what changes when you come up with an exhale to a modified bridge. And now, again, however you want to hold the hands, interlacing or holding the back. And let's see now what happens when you activate your butt muscles, if that changes anything. Again, there's no right and wrong. You keep breathing, strong breaths, mindful practice, and listening to the body. Body will tell you when you need to modify anything, when you need to come out from the pose or skip the pose, or when you want to go to a full bridge, for example. If you want to go for a full bridge, the hands come next to your ears with the fingers looking at their toes. You can come up with an inhale, maybe first landing on the top of your head, but if you have a bun there, it may not feel so comfortable. And then inhale, moving the hips up. Keep breathing. Refrain from holding the breath here. Keep breathing. The chest is opening towards the backside of the wall. Keeping your core muscles active. And when you're coming down from the full bridge, first chin to chest, then the shoulders land, and then the spine. After the bridges, straighten the legs. Close your eyes. Take few breaths. Just observe. Observe what the body is feeling after the heart openers, after bending your back. What areas in your body are you noticing? What areas in your body are asking for attention? And just observe and notice those areas. And when you feel you're ready, hug the knees, roll yourself from side to side, back and front. Keep breathing. Massaging the back if you need. And then finally, either coming to sitting from the side or rolling yourself up to seated position. Marichasana C, just relaxing forward fold. Good job. So I love what Tuli did here. So you can move the ankles back and forth, relaxing the legs even more. And it's like a ragdoll position. So there's no effort. You just let go and stay here. Imagine that the air is massaging the spine. So as you're breathing, the spine is getting a little opposite bend from the bridges, but really easy one. Kind one. And then from here, inhale, coming up. You can have one more vinyasa if you want to, or come straight to a comfortable seated position. When you come to a seated position, again, you can sit on a block or a pillow if you wish. And take a hold of your elbows behind you. And then come to forward fold for Yoga Mudra. Select the practice. Allowing the effects of the practice to work with you and your body. Allowing the energy that we raised with the rocket to move from your limbs to your head, through the body and back to the limbs. And then with an inhale, come back up, opening the palms, maybe interlacing the middle finger and the thumb. Close your eyes. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Remembering that the breath is your therapist. It's always there. It's free. And it's the easiest way to calm you down and activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And then come to Savasana. So lying down on the mat. If you have a blanket, take a blanket or put some long sleeves. You can shut down the video if you wish or mute it and put on your favorite song and stay in Savasana as long as you want to. Or stay here with us. Take your hands and your feet away from the center line, about 45 degrees. Relaxing your toes. Relaxing your ankles. Relaxing your knees. Relaxing your hips. Relaxing your belly. Relaxing your spine. Relaxing your chest. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your elbows and the wrists. Relaxing your fingers. Relaxing your neck, relaxing your head, and relaxing your whole body. And slowly start moving your toes again. Start moving your fingers. And slowly wake up your body. Moving it wherever you feel it's needed. And when you're ready, turn yourself to one side. Leaving anything that's not serving you anymore on the mat. And come to seated with a fresh, easy, light being. Maybe bringing the palms together. Thanking yourself. And thank your body for serving you. We thank the teachers, Krishnamacharya, Larry Schultz. And I thank you, Tuli, for sharing the practice, and you behind the screen for sharing the practice. Namaste. job. If you have any questions, feel free to write to me or Tuli. Right now we're meeting twice a week, live, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5:30. And you can look at the videos afterwards as well. So if you want something else, let us know. Bye-bye.